It's been almost 12 years since Clash of Clans was released, and yet this game has maintained its player base, which is a massive achievement in itself. In the gaming industry, most games either die out within a few months, or at best, trend for 1 or 2 years. Very few games manage to rule for nearly a decade, and Clash of Clans is one of them. In today's video, we're going to explore the factors behind its success and why this game remains so popular even today. One of the many reasons for its sustained popularity is that player progression is entirely in the player's hands. Let me explain this in more detail. When players have a lot of free time, they can continuously play the game for 1 to 2 months. If they get busy and stop playing or uninstall the game, they can return to where they left off whenever they come back. Since it's not a story-driven game, players can continue progressing without any interruption. Essentially, the game offers the freedom to play as much or as little as you want and pick up where you left off anytime. This same characteristic can be found in games like Minecraft and CSGO, which is why these games continue to dominate the gaming industry today. Besides game progression, a major reason for its popularity is the consistent updates that have kept this game alive. Not just Clash of Clans, but in every game, updates play a crucial role in keeping it alive. Supercell, the developer of Clash of Clans, understood the importance of updates from the beginning and consistently introduced new content, features, and improved gameplay mechanics. These updates have kept the experience fresh and engaging for players, essentially hooking them into the game. Let's talk about some major updates in Clash of Clans since the beginning. In 2014, Clan Wars was introduced, allowing clan versus clan fights. This feature taught players lessons in teamwork and strategy, encouraging them to play more, which helped the game live up to its name. In 2015, Clash of Clans saw its biggest spark of interest after a Super Bowl ad starring Liam Neeson taking his revenge against a player named Big Buffet Boy 85. Later that year, fans of the game tuned in for the first and only ClashCon, where the developers revealed Town Hall 11 and the Eagle Artillery Defense for the very first time. Because Clan War was so popular, players were always seeking new ways to improve, and they wanted to match up against specific clans, which wasn't possible at the time. So in 2016, Clash of Clans introduced both Friendly Challenge and Friendly Wars feature. Then in 2017, one of the biggest updates of the year, Builder Base, was introduced to provide players with an entirely new PvP game mode, which attracted a new type of player to the game. Naturally, that game mode saw a redesign in 2023 due to the lack of player interest. Back in the early years of Clash of Clans, home village progression took far longer than it does today, and the OGs out there can definitely contest to this because what was it, like a year to max a Town Hall 9 in 2015? But in 2019, season challenges were introduced, bringing a battle pass type system with many challenges. Completing these challenges rewarded players with magic items to speed up home village progression. This update also set regular goals for players, encouraged them to log in and play daily, but also provided the game with a much needed monetization source to fund future game development. You'll see this approach is not unique to just Clash of Clans. Take a look at other major games like GTA 5 or Minecraft. These games also receive regular updates which keep them alive and help them grow continuously. Now, while comparing these popular game titles, you'll also notice a common feature: strong social interaction, which leads to a stronger community. This is also a core reason behind Clash of Clans' popularity. The clan system in-game is the backbone of its social structure. Players join clans or create their own as soon as they enter the game. This system encourages social interaction, and activities like wars and donations teaches players teamwork and cooperation. This has resulted in a tight-knit community which has also transitioned into many real-life friendships out of the game. The clan chat option allows players to communicate with each other, discuss strategies, share useful tips, and socialize. Believe it or not, this feature has significantly maintained player engagement and enhanced their overall experience, because without a clan, even I get bored. Another impressive aspect of Clash of Clans is its multilingual support. The game is available in many different languages, which means that players from around the world can play in their native language. Because players can enjoy the game in their own language, it becomes more enjoyable and easier to understand. This approach has helped players feel more connected as they don't have to struggle with a foreign language, making their gaming experience smoother and more immersive. This has also allowed for multicultural interaction, because I have friends from around around the world in both European and Asian countries, and I get to learn something new each time I talk with them. With so many players engaged in Clash of Clans, competition naturally thrives within the game, with players striving to build strong bases and increase battle techniques. Recognizing this, Supercell organized tournaments and leagues under the banner of Clan War Leagues, which later grew into the Clash of Clans World Championships. These competitions elevated the game to a whole new level, similar to the excitement of watching your favorite sports teams compete. Just think about it, watching two teams battle it out in your favorite sport is incredibly entertaining and engaging. We can spend hours glued to our screens cheering for our favorites. A similar concept applies to Clash of Clans, where players strategize and battle against each other. These competitions bring together the top players worldwide, showcasing their skills and strategies for all to see. It's not just about winning, it's about the thrill of the match, the excitement of the plays, and the camaraderie of fans rooting for their favorite players or clans. Whether you're a hardcore gamer or a casual player, the esports scene in Clash of Clans adds an extra layer of excitement and community spirit that keeps players coming back for more. Moreover, due to these reasons, Clash of Clans still enjoys significant hype today. The game's development hasn't stopped. Developers are still actively working to evolve the game and bring forth a better version for its audience. Recently, there were rumors circulating about the game potentially shutting down due to a decrease in hype, which I found that one quite entertaining because it's really not true. People often post such things for views, or they're just simply disgruntled for something the game did that they didn't like. The reality is that this game is still immensely popular and will continue to grow instead of fading away. As mentioned earlier, games like these are not easily forgotten. Even if someone quits today, they might come back in the future because many of us have nostalgic connections with the game and it's not going to die out easily. To keep the game fresh and exciting, developers at Supercell consistently work on new updates, features, and improvements. They listen to player feedback and address issues seriously. Importantly, they don't operate in isolation. They maintain open communication with players through social media, forums, and official channels. This transparency makes players feel valued and part of the Clash of Clans family. So rest assured, Clash of Clans isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and it's only getting better with time.